Hello guys, this video will be an untypical one. I will read the article from Laravel Daily.com. It's free, it's available in the description below the link, but I thought it would be so important that I want to have it as video version as well, but was kind of too lazy, so to speak, to recreate all those scenarios. I better focus on more videos, and in this case we'll just read how to validate get parameters. So when talking about validation, we almost always talk about post validation, put validation and delete validation, but these parameters also should be validated. And there are various ways to do that, so let me demonstrate. So if we scroll down the article, the first option is to have request helper, global helper, or you may have it as a parameter of your controller. You may provide the default value. So if you don't provide the default value and, for example, pass that as order by, the MySQL would throw an error, and you can avoid that by providing default fallback value if no parameter is passed. But of course, it's only kind of partial validation because it's validated from empty value, but not validated from any other value. So here are other options. Request validate. So you may pass request, as I said, as a parameter in the controller, and nothing is really stopping you to have request validate on get request. It doesn't have to be form request. In fact, you can use form request even without the form. So in here, for example, you have rule in ascending or descending and put request validate, or here below I'm showing that you can use form request as well. So you have a form request which you use instead of request in the index. The only downside of this approach is that if the validation appears in Laravel, then it automatically redirects back to previous page or throws 422 error, status code 422 in API. So you need to additionally handle those situations as well. And then finally, in the routes, you may even produce the code that would not allow the code to get to the controller, like this. So if you have a certain rule that can be expressed as a regular expression, you may have route get parameter name, and then regular expression value. In case of mismatch, it would throw 404 error as not matching that route. And also Laravel provides a bit of help with helpers like where number, instead of having that 0 to 9 manually here. So yeah, this is a quick video based on a free article, but I thought it's a good discussion. How do you validate the get parameters? And how do you do that if you do use something like that? How do you catch that validation exception? Share your experience, let's discuss in the comments, and see you guys in other videos.